Hey everybody, and welcome back to Northernlion's challenge runs in the Binding of Isaac. So we've got a spiteful suggestion today out of YouTube user Bulba Dude. So he saw my Voltron run and said, hey, Northernlion hates Little Chad. How about a run entirely based on getting half red hearts like Little Chad offers? So we were starting with Little Chad, as you can see. He actually suggested 5 Little Chads, but I tried to make that work in the cheat engine, and it just kept giving me a bigger and bigger Little Chad, I think, which I don't think makes really that much of a difference. It might be the same size, I don't know, I couldn't tell. Anyway, we've got that, Yum Heart, which I'm going to use right now because I took some damage setting this run up, and Bloody Penny, as well as Mom's Purse. So we should be at no shortage for red hearts here. Unfortunately, well, first let's see what this pill offers us. Tears up, fantastic. Unfortunately, none of these items really give us huge chances for success going later on in the game, and it actually runs counter to my normal strategy of getting like as few red hearts as possible and rolling entirely on spirit hearts. But hey, that's what these challenge runs are all about. We're gonna see if we can make it work. Since we do have Mom's Purse, we can afford to hold on to 2 trinkets at the same time. And again, as with, wow, that was incredibly lucky to get the relic on that early floor. But as with every run, I'm gonna try to keep with the spirit of the challenge run as much as is humanly possible. And in this case, that's just gonna involve you know, getting rid of Red Patch in order to pick up the Polaroid when necessary, and not getting rid of Yum Hearts, and keeping Bloody Penny as well. But getting the relic was within the parameters of the challenge run, I would say. Just incredibly good luck on that end. And this is actually the monster that I enjoy fighting the most because, generally speaking, he is the slowest, and when I get hit by Monstro, there's only 2 ways that I get hit by Monstro in this day and age. Either he's too fast on his jump, and he ends up hitting me that way, or he just manages to get lucky with one of those shots that he lobs out. So this is a perfect situation for me. It removes one of those potential dangers from the equation. Just gonna keep him at arm's length, basically. I'm gonna be looking, now that I have all of these red heart bonuses, not to mention the relic, I feel like my health for the entire game is already sorted, despite the fact that we're only 2 minutes in here. Provided I play reasonably well, we should be able to build up a nice stock of spirit hearts. But beyond that, I do not need range upgrades. What I actually need are tiers, and above that, damage upgrades. But we'll see if we get lucky and maybe manage to make that happen. And again, people always say on these runs, they're like, Northernlion, it's not fair for you to start with 5 items, and then go to all the boss rooms and item rooms as well, and take all those items in the shop, etc., etc. Like, okay, be careful. Tick ruined the last run, not this time, motherfucker. And the answer to that question is, you have to look a little bit deeper as to why that's fair. The reason it's fair in a run like this to go to item rooms, even though I start with like 3 items that are better than vanilla Isaac runs, is because we're handicapped by having to hold on to the Yum Heart for the entire game, which is an item that I usually would not consider really all that great. So by having to hold on to the Yum Heart the entire time, that actually is the compensation for starting with all of these better items. So I could use Yum Heart right now, but instead, we are just gonna, yes, exactly, wait for Bloody Penny to work. And I am going to continue moving onwards here, just in case we need to find a key, because if we do not find a key, then it's going to be very difficult for us to go to that item room. And by difficult, I mean probably impossible, unless we get incredibly lucky with the placement of the secret room, which actually may indeed be the case now that I look at it. But there's no key there. We still haven't gotten any upgrades from the relic yet, spirit heart-wise. So we're just going to keep this as is. We're going to check for the secret room. That is not good. But these are small floors, again, just do not get the tick. That's the only thing that I care about now. Whenever the tick shows up, just tell it to fuck off. Get out of the floor as soon as possible. Well, actually, we're going to explore absolutely everything, but in a perfect world, I would just leave. Because we would already have Polyphemus and Mom's Knife by now. But again, so just to reiterate, it might not seem like it's fair because I'm starting with items that Vanilla Isaac normally doesn't start with, and I'm, you know, having my cake and eating it too, to put it in a simpler way. However, our cake is flavored with shit flakes in the form of Mom's Heart, or sorry, Yum Heart here, so that's the compensation overall. Another bomb for us. Sadly, no keys. That worries me a great deal, but we could possibly, well, we could bomb our way into the shop, but even in doing so, I wouldn't get any keys. We could bomb our way into the item room. That's perfect. Okay. Never mind that, then. We can just place a bomb here. We should be able to get into the item room without using a key, where we will get the unicorn horn, which we can't use anyway, but we might as well at least try to get some extra money from this fire now. No huge deal. Again, just getting that relic was such an unbelievable boon that I can't really complain about our item situation, even if we run into a situation like that where we can't actually gain anything too great. Now, I'm going to be hoping, obviously, for a damage upgrade from Steven here, although an extra familiar doesn't hurt. Okay, we're just going to keep backing this up here. Yeah, I guess either of these upgrades would be totally fine from a damage perspective. At least we're not gonna be saddled with, you know, honestly, at this point, I feel like HP upgrades are some of the least valuable things we can get. What I am gonna try to do is maybe tailor this run a little bit for my preference, which is to get as many spirit hearts and as few red hearts as possible now that we have the relic. I know I said that this run ran counter to that philosophy earlier, but that was before we picked up the relic. So it's possible I could pick up a brimstone or a mom's knife here from a devil room. Unfortunately, we do not get a devil room, but we do get little Steven. That's extra damage. I don't know why, but deals with the devil have been very scarce for me so far. Maybe it's because I've been playing worse than usual, to put it politely. To put it impolitely, I've been playing shittily, which is, you know, an adjective that you don't hear all that often. Probably improper conjugation of that word. Finally, we have a key, which means fantastically we will be able to go to the item room no matter what here. Even if the item room is garbage, it is well within our means to possess it, or possess what it contains at the very least. Keep this up. You are deceased, and we are going to move onwards here. There is a shop, which I want to go to the shop, don't get me wrong. Because this is one of those rare situations where we have a guaranteed spacebar item, but we don't have infinite item power, because obviously that would just make me fucking invincible with Yumheart. So a battery or a nun's habit could be beneficial, not to mention like all the other stuff you can just buy at the shop anyway. But I don't really have the keys necessary to kind of justify that purchase yet. So I don't think that is the smartest idea for me to do. But we have the money maybe to justify it now. And I also would love to go to an arcade, because this is the exact kind of run where a blood bank is huge. Especially if we could get Nun's Habit before we got to the blood bank. Because we would have like infinite money from the shop, basically. Hopefully you can figure out what I mean by that. Basically, whenever you played the blood bank, you'd get not only the money, which has... Oh, shit. That's hard. Not only the money, which gives you the potential to get hearts from Bloody Penny, of course, but also the Yumheart would charge half a heart, or halfway, I should say, with every single play. So it would be impossible. You'd basically get infinite money until you got the HP upgrade from that blood bank. But anyway, we don't have Nun's Habit yet, so we can't really talk about that too much. This Ultra Pride fight is going way better than I expected. Oh, well, scratch that. Ultra Pride is still a pain in the ass. He's going to give us the red hand guaranteed, I think. Red hand sounds like some kind of terrible sex maneuver. Or either that or like a terrorist sect, but we're probably going to skip that over in favor of keeping the red patch, honestly. A lot of redness going on here. We should probably go see a dermatologist about that. But yeah, red patch, every time we get hit, we do more damage, I believe, as a result of the kind of like inverse rage. I'll just take the extra key from this room and consider it done. What did I get in the item room? I was in the item room. What did I... Oh, the homing bombs. Not great, but also not awful. We'll see what we've got in our secret room here. That is indeed the secret room. I thought I had taken the wrong path for a while. That's good. Again, more hearts, which we could possibly access if we find an arcade and need those at some point in the future. But for now, we'll probably just backtrack quickly and go to the shop, because there's the potentiality for some great items to be there. And even if it's greed, well, at least we're fighting greed on an early floor, meaning later shops should be mostly open. But beyond that, yeah, we'll get the ladder. And the spirit heart. Ladder's an item that it's basically impossible for me to pass up. And hey, already paid for itself. Well, no. It paid for 1/15 of itself. But hey, that's more than my good-for-nothing kids have ever done. We are gonna go straight up. Didn't mean to sound so gangster there, I apologize. We're gonna go straight up. I'm gonna pick up this money here, and again, there's another 2 cents. So add 3 total to the help that the ladder has given us. We have 2 more red hearts in there. So we're going to be fine for red hearts, but I'm worried about spirit hearts. Like, the red hearts are a non-issue at this point. For now, at least. They could always end up becoming a very important issue later in the game. But for now, it's not a huge deal. That was a good chain reaction. I would love to not have to use a bomb to blow up this tinted rock, but I just need the proper bounces. Maybe this will do it, actually. Oh, it was close. Is it worth going through all this to save 1 bomb? Probably not. But if it works... If it works, I said, I will be vindicated. Here we go. One of these days. There we go. So we picked up 2 bombs, a spirit heart, and a key on this room. That was a really good room for us. Obviously, those keys are going to become very important for us as we try to go to item rooms later on or item rooms and shops without losing absolutely every key at our disposal, just in case we want to go to the chest. Up. So far, so good. Good caves floor. Nothing too Awful has experimented with me so far, which is good. Or, yeah, I've experienced so far, not experimented. I mean, technically that word does work in that context, but it's not the most, it's the most awkward possible use of it, I guess you could say. Pill is bad trip, which cost us a spirit heart, but that's okay because we picked up a spirit heart recently. I would really like the relic to pay out more, but sadly, what does that mean to pay out more? I'll write it. So we have Demon Judgment. This is the perfect situation for us, actually. Demon Judgment we should have enough red hearts to get Demon Judgment to pay out without actually losing any hearts of our own. That's what I'm trying to get at there. So we can take a little time here, do some backtracking to get back to full health. I don't think it's gonna... I think we have enough red hearts just scattered about to allow us to do that. And of course, if we have to, we can also use the Yum Heart. Demon Judgment has historically been kind of a douchebag, but we're gonna try to buck that trend. I said buck that trend, YouTube. This can still be a G-rated Isaac game. Probably not, but there's another 2. I know there's 1 whole heart in the secret room, and we know we're gonna get hearts from the boss as well, so I don't have to stress out about it too much. We'll probably fight the boss first, just in case. If I have to go all the way down on red hearts, I will, because obviously, like, we're gonna get red hearts back. That's not an issue, given the item setup that we have right now. I just need to think strategically, because that item from Demon Judgment, it could be mostly meaningless, but it could also be extremely important for us. But I should fight the boss first, just in case the boss is the Fallen and he absolutely, like, tears through my health or something. I guess Peep could also tear through my health, potentially. We're not doing great damage yet, but if we could just get a deal with the devil to actually work for us, that would be great. So it's Chubb. It's not awful. The homing bombs actually kind of fucked me there. There we go. We actually got him to eat 1. Oh, and I took some damage. That's okay, though. He's gonna take another explosion on the chin. I realized I wasted 2 bombs when I didn't really need to use the bombs in combat, but I wanted to speed this up a little bit, minimize the chance that I'd take damage, maximize the chance that I'd get a deal with the devil, which obviously did not work out 100% the way I anticipated. That's okay. Bombs have not been too hard to come by so far. We do get a deal with the devil. Pageant Boy is garbage, except we got a nickel, and it's gonna give us a bunch of red hearts to possibly play Demon Judgment. We're gonna get the quarter and the Ouija board. 2 of the worst items I could possibly hope for right now from that deal with the devil, unfortunately. But we do basically have unlimited plays of Demon Judgment here. So here is our chance to possibly get something game-breaking. Really? I played him like 10 times and got nothing so far. This is gonna take me exactly back to full health, right? Yes, indeed. Okay, so I think we're gonna play him as many times as we need to, or as many times as we can, basically, whichever comes first. Him giving us an item, or us giving up. He's given us Mom's Knife. Could not have asked for anything better. It took us a lot of red hearts, but in the end, it didn't really matter, did it? Because we ended up picking up one of the greatest items in the game, simply by virtue of... And you know what's interesting is that it's simply by virtue of the fact that we started with items that gave us a bunch of red hearts. Otherwise, I would have stopped playing it well before we ever ended up in this position, and I never would have known. So this is great for us. I feel like we got a chance to possibly, assuming I get a number of spirit hearts, or I guess conversely, a bunch of HP upgrades, I feel like I've got a really good chance to possibly even beat the chest on this one. It's been a little while since I've done that, especially on a run where originally I didn't think things that were going that well. But we do have Blood Bank here, and we know that we can play the bejesus out of this, because there's a pretty good chance that we will just get all of the health that we put in back by virtue... Why am I red now? By virtue of the fact that we have the Bloody Penny, of course. Not to mention the Yum Heart, which will charge up soon. There's a half heart outside. Mostly, I just want the HP upgrade that this could possibly give us. Oh man, we got a nickel and 2 hearts for that one heart we played it on. Now if we could just get money equals power, this would be beautiful. I could abuse this all day. Thank God I said that to a video game and not a child. Man, we are getting incredibly lucky here. I still sort of don't understand why I'm red, but I am digging the incredible luck that I've gotten so far. Let's slow this down a little bit. There we go. See, we started with 2.5 hearts. We're still at 2.5 hearts, but we picked up like 16 cents. Mind you, our luck could run out any time now, but, I mean, it's not like that represents a major loss for us. Again, that is the best right there. We're already at the 56 cents. Just pay out. Just give me the blood bag. I'm almost at the point where I don't want to waste any more time with this, but I can't not waste time with it because you're giving me so much in return. This is beautiful. Especially when it gives me 2 chances to win on a single play. I enjoy that a lot. We're going to come back to this blood bank, by the way, in case it doesn't pay out, but we run out of health. We're obviously going to get enough red hearts to make this work for us in the future, but for now, might as well just pimp this out, abuse it as much as we can, get up to 99 cents. Alright, we can continue playing for a little while. I don't want to lose any spirit hearts, obviously. I could use the strength card, maybe? It's sort of unnecessary. So we went from like 40 cents to 77 cents there on the back of some pretty lucky play. And again, that's one of the things when I looked at this run, I was like, yeah, blood banks are going to be huge, or at least have the potential to be huge. But of course, now I want the HP upgrade from it. 77 cents, I don't really need any more money from it. That's just overkill. Although I guess I don't have to worry about buying anything from shops now, because I can afford absolutely anything. And we'll use the Yum Heart just to take us up a little bit. There is our shop. Speak of the devil. We're probably going to fight Greed at some point, and possibly even Super Greed during this run, because we're going to be going to every single shop now. Let's see what we've got in here. Battery. Tinted Heart, or Tinted Rock. Spirit Heart. This is, we're going to buy it all, obviously. There's no reason not to. We'll buy the battery. We'll pick up the Spirit Heart. We'll buy this heart. We'll buy the regular heart. And the regular heart at 3 cents will absolutely pay for itself, because it's going to give us at least 2 plays at the blood bank. If we choose to go back, which at this point is now dependent on whether I find the boss or not, because I don't really feel like backtracking. I also need to go to the item room, though. So maybe I will. Who knows? And there goes that Spirit Heart that we bought already. But hey, at least we picked up 1 more cent. No red heart as a result, but that's okay. Judas Tongue I would actually love to pick up instead of Red Patch. Sadly, I cannot fly. Although I don't really need any more deals with the devil at this point. So I don't really know if that's worth my time. We are going to backtrack a little bit to that blood bank, because I need to find the item room. We found our boss, but that's not really the be-all, end-all of this floor. I really should go to the item room, just because there's no reason why not to. Then we fighting Gertie, so for this fight, I am going to first... This is the most vulnerable element of the fight, is the very opening. I thought about using the strength card, but now I think it's kind of unnecessary, because Gertie is going to be dead so quickly. It's amazing the difference that this fight has, because we got Mom's Knife, versus what this fight would have been if we didn't get Mom's Knife. Anyway, you are dead. HP upgrade. We'll take the time to go back and try to find that item room, just because I know people will bitch if we don't. I don't want to seem like I'm a slave to the whims of the commenters, but in this case, the commenters do have a point, in that there's absolutely no incentive for me not to go back, given all the things that I have at my disposal right now. Good health, relic, strength card, Mom's Knife, and also the floor is pretty small. That was awful dodging on my part. See? If I hadn't done this, we wouldn't have gotten hit. Twice. Oh, that's the red patch that's making me red. I get it now. Makes me look like Super Meat Boy. I sort of don't get that part of it, but I get the extra damage. It's Razor Blade, or, what's that called? Blood Rights. Blood Rights, which we are not going to take. I don't really feel like messing around with the mob trap room. I hit myself with the... Well, I didn't hit myself. Steven had the audacity to hit the TNT barrel and F'd me up. So we're actually not doing well on Spirit Hearts, which surprises me and worries me ever so slightly, but we do have at least like 3 or 4 plays here. Oh my god, we just picked up a dime as a result. Not to mention everything paid out 100%, above 100% actually. And as long as we continue to get these red hearts, it's all good. Just give me the health upgrade. I actually need it now for once. And amazingly, we're still like batting above our waiting class, just getting incredibly luck. Waiting class? Just getting incredible luck here. So we are going to ignore that background noise and continue onwards. Going into this blood bank here. Which is just, it's been great for us, but also insane. So I think we've got maybe 1 more heart that we can afford to lose. Like, we can afford to get down to 2. And if we stay at 2, then we can probably get back to nearly full health by the end of the floor. Or 99 cents. I mean, it's whatever comes first, I guess. We're actually gaining health. So that's good for us for now. Good. 3.5. I realize this is maybe a little bit tedious. Believe me, it's as tedious for me as it is for you. But we're just going to continue onwards here. We're up to 99 cents. All right, as indicated, or as I suggested, that is going to be the end of this run. I truly believe that this blood bank will simply never pay out. So we're just going to get out of here and continue on our merry way. So we're going to come up and then to the right, which should allow us to go to our boss room. And in going to our boss room, we're going to go down to the next floor, which is obviously going to be Depths or Necropolis Part 1. Either way, I'm feeling very confident about this run so far, as I believe I should be, and it's really surprising me that a run with seemingly fairly boring starting conditions is actually proving to be fairly exciting. Like, we've got Mom's Knife, we've managed to abuse the mechanics of the run a little bit, but not in a way that's at all counter to the spirit of the run. Obviously, I will play Demon Judgment here, if I don't blow him up by accident, yes. We're gonna get some more hearts to appear on the screen first, potentially, though. Might as well just play him twice for now. That's yum hard values, basically. And we're gonna wait for these guys to come back in. Beautiful. And with one more, please drop some red hearts or some money that I could convert into red hearts. Either way would be out. That's perfect for me. And again, we are gonna play Demon Judgment twice just to compensate for that red heart that we just got. Nope. I'm really hoping for a Spirit of the Night at this point, but obviously you probably don't need me to tell you that. And our boss fight is right here. I still want to go to the item room, but it's tempting to not do that because of the backtracking that would be required. But, oh, wow, that is a good setup for us. Not to mention, Bloody Penny also paid us out with that remaining half heart. We've gotten very good luck on this run so far. I always highlight bad luck. What do we get? Yeah, we might as well take Guppy's tail. Why not? It at least gets us a little bit closer to being a cat, which is incredibly valuable sometimes. But as I was gonna say, I always highlight bad luck when I play, so I feel like it's only fair to highlight good luck as well, and we have had an awful lot of good luck so far. Some people might be wondering why I used Yum Heart when there was really no need yet, because we only got half of its efficacy. Well, the point is, the reason is that we have the battery, so we might as well use it whenever it's charged, just so we can get maximum charges anyway. There's another red heart that probably we will never need. At this point, we are just looking for our... Well, I might as well look for the shop and the item room, to be honest. I was gonna say just item room, but that's kind of a misnomer. We get Little Steven, which is just a straight damage upgrade, which obviously we will take. There's Poison Touch here, which, again, fantastic for me, especially considering that these mob trap rooms are not going to represent too much of a threat, given my current item setup. I'm a little bit worried about the fact that Spirit Arts haven't been paying out like crazy so far, but we could always luck out and get a Miter or something to make that work. Or if we got the Wafer, the Yum Heart Battery combination would be fantastic for us. Or we could possibly get... Like, there's ways to make this work, is what I'm trying to get at. Wafer Nun Habit would actually make us literally invincible, I think. It's fairly unlikely that we're going to run into both of those, but it's not outside of the realm of possibility. So the extra damage is always beneficial. We still need item room and shop. There's our item room. Extra damage with Mom's Knife. Oh, that was awful. Extra damage with Mom's Knife always scales so excellently. So we've got in here. We got a range upgrade, which we might as well take. It's always shitty when you get an item that boring from item rooms, but I believe it's basically decreasing the minimum range is probably again the most awkward way to explain that. Increasing the maximum range of Mom's Knife, meaning if I charge it a little bit longer, I can afford to stand a little bit further back in order to still do incredible damage to an enemy. So fair trade. At least it wasn't a spacebar item that I couldn't use, like the Blood Rights, for example. What's this? Telepills that has taken us to a beautiful secret room and taken us back to the boss room, but we still haven't been to the shop. Again, we might as well go to the shop, even if there is a good chance that we're going to fight Super Greed. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, baby's got that super greed. I don't know, is that reference dated now? Is it still the strength card, don't I? Yes, I do. I might as well keep it just in case things get, like, really dire for me in the near future. It'll be worth it for me to have a little extra stats bonus on some rooms. Let's see what we've got in our shop. I mean, we knew it was going to happen. It's not even worth an I told you so at this point because it was just so obvious. Another... Oh, that was awful dodging, but it's okay. Another hit should be enough to take down Super Greed, and indeed it was. We'll get the quarter, which is pretty worthless for us. Well, it's not pretty worthless. It's 100% worthless for us. If only I had the D6 to re-roll it. But, I mean, we might as well take it just because it'll drop a red heart, potentially. No, it did not. Okay. It might not have even had the potential to. But, being finished with that, we're almost out of Spirit Hearts, which worries me a little bit. But, hey, possibly get one from this room. Although, is it worth what I have to go through? Well, if we get a Spirit Heart and don't get hit, yes, mathematically. But we don't get a Spirit Heart, so sucks to your ass more on that one. And we have to deal with this room as well. So, to answer your question, no, it was not worth it. Absolutely not. No way. We're just gonna sneak out from these pits here and slowly take these guys out. Beautiful. Extra bomb. Now here's the rub on this run. It's the bottom line. Are we going to be able to compensate for our lack of health with the amount of damage that we're doing and the amount of red hearts that we can pick up? I think, optimistically, the answer could possibly be yes to this question, but it all depends on how we do on the womb and whether or not we're able to pick up maybe one more spacebar charging item. Because I'm not worried about losing health on these floors. I'm worried about losing health when floors start doing double damage. Like, even if we fight the bloat, no big deal. You know, I have Yum Heart. There's a lot of red hearts just chilling elsewhere. And we're doing so much damage that it doesn't really matter. Crate's okay. I mean, it's better for us. I don't want to... I could take Bad Trip with me as, like, a full health pill. But we have Strength. And we also have the Tower. Okay, let me think about this for a second. I think I want to take Maggie's Faith and Bloody Penny, which will basically give us a 1 free health upgrade, I think. And everything else is fine. We should take the Bad Trip pill just in case. And then that is the best we can do. If only we'd gotten Maggie's Faith earlier, it would have been better. But that's okay. I see people leaving in the comments, by the way, when will Northernlion realize that Maggie's Faith gives you 1/2 Eternal Heart per floor, which is effectively 1 health per floor? You're 100% wrong about that if you're typing it. At least, I mean, I'm humble enough to admit that maybe I'm making an awful mistake here, but from my perspective, it looks like Maggie's Faith gives you 1/2 Eternal Heart per floor, but on the next floor, like, if you don't get another one just randomly on that floor, on the next floor, it fills that half heart in. Like, the second half heart it gives you may be redundant, but it doesn't give you 2 health, if you get what I'm saying on that. You're actually, if you carry Maggie's Faith for the entirety of the game, you're getting 1 health upgrade every 2 floors, everything else being equal. Not 1 health upgrade every floor. So keep in mind that if you're preaching that, range up, cool, you're making a mistake, I believe, in misinforming people. But again, I'm open to the concept that I may be wrong here, although, you know, looking at it, I don't understand how I can be. This is not just like my knee-jerk reaction, this is me taking a second to think about it analytically. He's dead, and we should not be worried too much about that tarot card. I'm just gonna skip by it. Okay, here's our shop. This is one moment of truth for us on this run. That is for sure. If we can get something good here. Obviously, it's probably gonna be something like the candle, which is just gonna piss me off, but we could potentially get very lucky as well. Oh, no, it's okay. Coin purse, pill, key. We definitely need to buy the key. We might as well buy the bomb, because we're unlikely to get money equals power. What's our pill? Tears up. Good, I'll take it. And then the coin purse has another tears up. Question mark. Range down, whatever, not a big deal. The blue ones are key. Health down. Obviously, we are not going to take the other health down pill. Ultimately, that ended up working out not fantastically for me. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. We got a lot of tears upgrades, at least, but we did take 1 health down pill, which is certainly negative compensation for us. Now, we're just hoping the item room is on this side as well, which it is not, so it's okay. We'll take some time and do a little bit of backtracking, as is necessary to maximize our chances of victory. This is one of those few runs where I feel like the relic has sort of not pulled its own weight. But, I mean, doesn't the relic pay out mathematically, like once every 4 rooms? Maybe I'm just getting hit more than usual. Doesn't appear to be a way for us to get into the boss trap room. The exception to that will obviously be if I... Oh, wow, the sun card. Obviously, we're going to take that instead of the bad trip pill. The exception will be if I manage to find a blood bank or something and we can take ourselves down to 0 health or 1/2 heart in order to make that happen, which I would absolutely love. I love going to those boss trap rooms. They have a high prevalence of HP upgrades appearing. Okay, I hate these rooms, man. It's like fighting Meat Boys and zombies all in the same room. Obviously, I'm terrible at doing so because I continually take damage against them. But again, given the cards that we have right now, both, you know, oh my god, the metaphorical cards that we've been dealt, and the actual Sun Tarot card, I feel pretty good. That's Guppy's Hairball. Was it worth making this Exodus for? Probably not. I really want to get a Spirit Heart so I can make the Eternal Heart actually turn into a regular heart on the next floor. Oh man, never mind. There it goes. So effectively, we've lost 1 HP on this floor. Guppy's Tail is giving me all sorts of golden chests that I don't have the necessary keys to open. We do find two important things here. That was, again, quite bad. We find a blood bank in the arcade, and there was a tinted rock, which is fine as well. We're just gonna play this until we either get health up or we get down to half of a heart. In which case, I'm trying not to pick up the hearts that we get. I think this is okay, but we'll play it one more time just to be sure. And pick up the money, because why not? And now we're gonna go back to the boss trap room. I didn't even blow up the tinted rock. That would have been a huge mistake, especially if I died, God forbid. The Spirit Heart Bomb is a nice combination, and we can always do backtracking to get that extra health, if necessary. But for now, we're just gonna go check out the boss trap room, just in case that ends up being something incredibly beneficial for us. If it doesn't, we'll backtrack, get the health, fight Mom, take the Polaroid, get rid of Maggie's faith. You get what I'm saying. There's a lot of things on our to-do list, but they're all very logical things, so hopefully I won't forget to do any of them. But for now, I'm expecting an easy Mom's Heart boss fight. This has been a long run so far, but it doesn't really matter, provided we can, slow and steady wins the race. We might as well take it. It's a Tears upgrade. Not a game-breaking item for sure. Already lost half the Spirit Heart on here, being a dummy. Taking some seriously terrible damage. But Peep should not represent a substantial threat. Provided I am able to hit him maybe 2 more times. Oh, yeah, managed to get him there. And we get Burnt Penny, which is worthless. The tarot card is Death, which would have been nice to pick up before that room, but I'm going to carry the sun with me. It's kind of a nice sentiment, isn't it? I'm going to carry the sun with me. I don't know. If I saw that on a greeting card when I was in South Korea, I would be like, oh, that's sweet, even though it doesn't really make that much sense. We might as well pick up the penny, actually, because maybe this will save us from doing a little backtracking. It did indeed. So we are going to come into this room, which has a bad trip pill, which doesn't really interest me that much, because it would probably cost me a Spirit Heart. And again, we're just going to pick up as much health as... Nah, whatever. Let's just Yum-Heart it up and get the hell out of here. We've always got the Sun card in case things go unbelievably wrong in this Mom boss fight, which I do not expect. But stranger things have happened, and this will give us the Polaroid as well as our final bit of treasure, which is, I'm actually hoping, an HP upgrade at this point. But we'll see. So far, so good. It's going to be a regular Mom boss fight. Nothing too heavy to worry about. Just making sure we hit Mom and all of her body parts whenever they pop out. There we go. That was incredibly fast. Actually, this is good. We got a Tears upgrade and 2 Spirit Hearts. I'll take that as well. We've got Bloody Penny, Polaroid, Yum-Heart, which is exactly what we needed, and we're just going to move on to the womb finally. No compass, no map. That always pisses me off, but, can't have your cake and eat it too, at least not every time. Otherwise, you'll get type 2 diabetes. So, please, there we go. Open this up. The money is totally worthless, except that it gives us more red hearts, which you could... Oh, come on. Demon Judgment is so tempting, but also so worrying. I mean, I could play him once, because we do have the red hearts just in the next room available, but who knows if I might need to backtrack and use those before we fight the boss. Maybe I run into some kind of terrible room. We are on the Utero. Plus, not to mention, I mean, the reward for Demon Judgment can be very high. However, I don't really... Like, the rewards aren't that important for me anymore, if that makes any sense. It's like... Sure, winning $1 million is nice, but if you're already a billionaire, what's the point? Lost the Spirit Heart there. Relic should pay out eventually, though. If you make $2 a year, it might be worth taking a shitty job to make $1 million a year, but if you already make $1 billion a year, it's not worth taking a shitty job for just another $1 million, probably. That's what I'm trying to get at. And Mom's Knife makes us, in Isaac terms, a billionaire. And, something like, I don't know, the deal would only give us an extra $1 million on top of that or something, or the pact. Hopefully that metaphor made at least a little bit of sense. Right now, even though we've lost 1 Spirit Hearts, this floor is going okay for... Oh, well, there's 2. Floor is going okay for us so far. Not the best it could have gone, but certainly not as bad as it could have either. And our boss room has been discovered, so presumably this nightmare is almost over. That required some half-decent... Ah, come on! Well, now it's not going so hot. We're almost out of Spirit Hearts. But we do have the red hearts necessary to, keep us in action here. And that could potentially be something awesome. Hopefully our boss is easy, like a Skull X or something. Well, more half-red hearts that we're probably not going to need. Double Loki is pretty easy. Should be able to kill 1 in 3 or 4 hits. Yeah, only 4 hits. Gotta watch out for the laser bullet flies, of course. There we go, he's dead. The laser bullet fly is dead. That was super easy. We get an HP upgrade. We get a tint or a spirit heart, which is good. We get a deal with the angel, which is totally unexpected. And gives us the miter, which may actually be what pushes us over the edge. Again, incredible luck with respect to getting spirit hearts on this run. Haven't even really had to use the red heart abilities that I have so far, except for bullshit like basically abusing demon judgment and blood banks. I should go back for that key. I don't know why I skipped over it. I think I thought, like, I'm so good on resources right now, I don't need anything. Well, you do if you want to go to the chest. Okay, so we're just gonna... I want to use Guppy's hairball to hit this guy, but it's actually just faster to do this. It'll also give us a chest, which gives us more money, and bombs, which gives us more red hearts. Bombs aren't anything to sneeze at. We will use those in combination with Mom's knife in all likelihood, but, you know, I never know how a Mom's heart boss fight is going to go until I actually walk into it. Sometimes you think it's going to be easy, and then it ends up being borderline impossible. Sometimes you think it's going to be difficult, and, oh, you killed it before Chad even showed up. Or, Chubb, I guess. I will never not make that mistake. And I will never not say that I'll never not make that mistake. We are going to use a bomb to bust open these rocks. And we get 2 bombs that are already live for our troubles there, which is basically meaningless for us. So we're going to go try to take this on the far left side right away, in the hopes that our boss fight is here. Whether it is or not, we're going to continue to persevere on a run that has been very good for us so far. Troll Engine must have taken today off. I mean, on the 7th day, the Troll Engine rested. This video is going to go up on Monday, probably, but, you know, as you know, there is a lead time here with recording. But I am recording it on Sunday, so the lead time is much lower now than it normally is, because I've been playing other video games. So we're back in business with Spirit Hearts here. We do find our boss room. Great for us. There goes that Spirit Heart already. But hey, between Miter and Relic, we should be picking up a bunch of those. And it's our Mom's Heart boss fight. Let's walk around in the other direction for once. And I got hit already, which is why I never walk around in the other direction. Once you got a good routine, it's better to just stick with it. I totally forgot that we had homing bombs. I mean, something that's not going to be super beneficial for us, but at least it keeps that bomb, like, centered when I shoot Mom's knife at it. This is, again, unbelievably easy Mom's Heart boss fight here, even though we are a little bit low on health. Hopefully it'll drop enough that I don't have to use my Sun card. Well, we don't have to use our Sun card anyway. I just used Yum Heart. And we'll take ourselves up to the Cathedral, where again, when we fight Isaac, I don't expect things to be too difficult, but I've been wrong before. And in fact, we have so little health that it would definitely be in my best interest to keep the Sun card until that boss fight, if I can swing that. It may not be possible, but if it is possible, that is definitely something I'm going to want to do. I can't believe I got hit by Loki there. That's embarrassing. Especially considering this is not even like a special Loki. This is just your average Loki. Obviously, you always want to kill the... Oh man, that is incredibly bad luck. I just want to see. I realize we're skating close to death here. I didn't want to use my Sun card, which is why I just kept going there. And that turned out to be a pretty good decision, I think. Because Yum Heart recharged. We're going to get 3 Spirit Hearts from this room, and I'm still going to have the Sun card. So it was a little bit risky. But it also ended up working out okay. I am going to use a bomb on this golden chest, because we already have enough keys necessary to go to the shop. Ended up not really working out that well for us, but at least it gave us a half red heart, which does allow us to be hit one more time. I'm going to be hit on this room. That's just a question of when rather than if. There it is. But we only lost a Spirit Heart. 2 Spirit Hearts. Oh, man. I need the range on Mom's knife to be higher, but we got a Spirit Heart and a half heart as a result, so ended up not losing too much. Well, we lost another one right there. This is starting to become a little comical. But we do have our Isaac boss fight, and I do still have the Sun card, so mission accomplished there. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to beat Isaac fairly easily. I'm going to try not to get hit. I can't promise that's going to work out too well. Obviously, if I could save the Sun card a little longer, I would love to do so. It's probably not enough cards. So we're going to use the Sun card quickly. I could have used the Yum Heart to keep me up a little bit longer. Might as well use the Yum Heart every time it's charged, again, because with the battery, we might be able to use it many times. I'm starting to get a little scared of how this is going. I should be walking into him because I have Poison Touch, but I don't have much invincibility from the Polaroid. I can only be hit 2 more times, so we've got to be cautious here. Very much so. Drop some bombs in the middle. We're still alive! There's too many shots! Oh, Isaac's dead. Get that red heart. Okay. We're okay. We're still not out of the woods yet, because we've got to beat these angel fetuses, who are proving to be kind of a pain in the dick, but that's okay. There's only one left. Seriously? He moved right as I shot him? Okay. Now we go down to the chest. At least we made it this far. Here's where things could go amazing for us. Razor Blade. Book of Shadows. Guardian Angel. Doctor's Remote. Well, when we fail this run, this is probably where we'll look back and say things went terribly wrong. On the chest room that gave us absolutely nothing of value. Amazingly, I didn't get hit there. I guess Guardian Angel has worked out well for me. Just focusing on bottom right Loki right now. Also known as Tone Loki. Okay. If I can get middle Loki killed any second now. There we go. Only one Loki left. Which means I would be ashamed if I took any damage against him. If I got killed by him, I would probably take my own life. There we go. No keys with which to open that golden chest. Alright, Famine War. Not an awful not an awful second room here. I should have the speed necessary to get away from War when he goes into that permanent curse, or permanent running state. We'll see though, or just the power to kill him before he gets close to me. Okay, Yumheart's back. We're back to full health. Unfortunately, we've reached a dead end, which means we're not close to the boss. Maybe that's actually fortunate though. Gluttony killed Grief for me. Maybe it's fortunate because it means that I will not have to... I won't have to go with only 4 health. Maybe I'll actually manage to, like I did right there, get some Spirit Hearts. Okay, I apologize. It's been a long video here. But I'm still trying to keep everything going. Everything's copacetic. Double Super Lust is less than ideal. They are a little bit faster than me. As you can see. Please tell me that's like a full health pill. Bad trip. That is a full health pill, essentially. And we really only need one of those to make this blue baby fight a possibility. I would love to get back to full health before the fight, just to give us a little bit greater odds, because that Isaac fight was almost too close to call. And it looks like Yumheart will be able to make that happen for us, provided I don't get hit again, which is kind of a long shot. But hey, we made it work. No Spirit Hearts, but that's okay. Here's going to be the moment of truth. Either way, we come to the end of a surprisingly good run here. Surprisingly powerful. I shouldn't say surprisingly good, necessarily. Because we started with some decent items. But yes, surprisingly powerful, no less. I was picking my shots, essentially, on Blue Baby here. The way I usually fight with Mom's Knife against Blue Baby and Isaac is to shoot and rotate at the same time. I did manage to poison him there with Poison Touch and drop a bomb. That's what I call making the most of being hit. And he's almost on third phase. I did have to use our full health pill. We got fairly close to the wire on that, actually, though. Oh, there's some more damage, so we'll poison him, drop a bomb next to him. We have homing bombs, so I maybe shouldn't sweat getting so close to him on bombs. Okay, now I'm a little scared. Did poison him again and drop a bomb. No angel fetus. Oh, there's the angel fetus. He's so close. Okay, he's dead. I've got to get... There we go, we made it. I can't believe it. Well, again, thank you to Bulba Dude for spitefully suggesting a run that ended up actually turning out really well. As always, thank you guys for suggesting your challenge runs. Please continue to do so. We'll do the ones that I deem most entertaining or appropriate. But again, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.